mechanism to the body. So, you know, say 432 for sure when you're going out. Just listen to those type of music. Listen to any type of meditation music. Listen to any type of calmness.
Entering another dimension. A dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're entering a world of realization. Your next stop, infinite balance.
Infinite balance, giving you that energy from the cosmos to your center flows, star seeds, star souls, wagwan. So up here, so in the beautiful city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, down by the lake shore here, so as you see, well, actually you're not seeing, but there's birds, there's trees, there's bees, all them something there going about them business, enjoying time on this realm. So right now, 7 ways to heal the body. And this is off the cuff right now, but we know said that the first one of the 7, sleep, which is very underrated. A lot of people, they don't get enough sleep. Sometimes people try, are living right now with 2-3 hours sleep, maybe 4 hours. Notice that the less sleep you get, the less the body has time to rejuvenate, the less the body have time for growth, the less the body have time to just materialize thoughts in the head them. That's why a lot of people with the less sleep them go into a lot of catastrophic moments, whether it's car accidents, whether it's just going with brain fog, just not remembering stuff. Sleep. One of the most important things in healing the body. It's interesting, there's a cartoon way back when called Gargoyles, where like during daytime they turn to stone, and during the night they become alive again. And whenever they're injured in the nighttime, as soon as they turn back to stone in the daytime and go back into their real form at night, everything will be healed. Think about that when it comes to sleeping. Know that the more sleep you get, the more the body has time to rejuvenate himself for you to become the highest version of yourself. Number 2 of 7 is It's about the things that you consume in your body, the foods, all them something there. I talked about this before, but I'll bring it about again. When it comes to food consumption, having your fruits, vegetables, greens, colors of the rainbow. When that goes into the body, it's like an energy boost. It's like putting in a one that plugs into an outlet, and just all of a sudden you just boost it and you're feeling that energy. It's like the old cartoon Popeye of him eating the spinach. That's a good example right there. Then you see when the pure muscle them. Notice that the more fruits and vegetables they get into you, you get out to you. That's why a lot of people them said that your body is your temple. Eating all that. And we're not talking about veganism, we're not talking about raw veganism, we're not talking about anything like that. I am talking about the more of fruits and vegetables you put in your body, the more you get it out of your body. And me personal opinion, you know, don't drink no type of alcohol, even if it's wine. And we don't say, you know, supposedly there's some type of article talking about having wine every now and then is good for you, etc., etc., etc. I don't believe that in my personal opinion, but to each their own. But we don't say putting the fruits and vegetables in your system. Another way for healing the body. Number 3 way of healing your body is taking your mind out of stress, whatever that stress is, whether it's work, whether it's family, whatever, anything like that. Just going out right here, so in nature, wherever that nature happens to be. Whether it's this nature over here or going hiking or any type of them something that the relieving that stress is always good. If you have too much stress, it ends up being mess, and it ends up being disease, and from disease it causes disease, and from disease you end up pushing up disease, if you know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to stress, you want to minimize that to the most. Go up in nature again. Go just relax, look at the water, ripples from the water, feel the sunlight. If you're going hiking, look at it, smelling nature, looking at the trees, looking at the leaves, all them something that is a good way of healing the body. Number 4, when it comes to healing the body, different type of sounds them. Seeing them sounds them, whether it's on social media, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. With frequencies, whether it's 432 and the other ones, I believe it's 11 something. We don't know exactly, but when you listen to certain frequency, that brings a healing mechanism to the body. So 432 for sure. When you're going out, just listen to those type of music. Listen to any type of meditation music. Listen to any type of calmness. Just bringing the light inside, bringing it out for everyone to see and for everyone to just mimic, and for the body itself to grow. They said so for people that have plants, they say when you bring in a certain frequency of music to them, it helps the plant grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Think of that, except for the human vessel, the human body. Another way to heal the body. So now, number 5, another way to heal the body is when it comes to watching and viewing, you want to stay from the destruction. And say a lot of people out there, some they love them horror movies, they love that, something they just it says it gets them off or whatever, but then what they don't know is subconsciously just bringing up low frequency and bringing up negativity, and then they'll say through that you'll notice in the personal life then where certain situations will go your way, and certain situations just numbify the mind. Say from experience, back in the day, horror movies was my thing, as they say. Back in the day, my favorite was Final Destination, I believe 3. Going back then, I used to watch every single named movie. I seen it and watched it. And what said from that experience, which I'm sharing with you now, the mind becomes numb, the brain becomes numb, everything becomes desensitized. And we notice that because I'll be driving or walking, then I'll see situations where there's either a fight or an animal getting run over by a car or something, and I don't even bat an eye. It's like I'm looking at it and I'm just going my way because of all the years and years of watching violence all the time, become desensitized and literally not caring about it. And that once I went into my spiritual journey and cut all that from me and ended up just being one with nature more, I noticed that my feeling just went up more. My feelings towards people, with animals, all that became almost one with me. I remember seeing, I believe, one goose, just crossing the road one time, and the truck wasn't paying attention, or maybe it was, come and see it from a distance, but see the truck run over the goose, like just straight forward. You saw flesh everywhere, and instantly when I saw that, I wanted to throw up. It's like I felt the pain from the goose. And I'm say it's very graphic for you to hear right now, but it's just that example of me, of growth coming towards me, growth of me becoming the highest version of myself, and also of me just going somewhere during the nighttime and seeing a goose just standing there alone. And for some reason, whatever it is, universe, mental, whatever the case is, said that person just lost someone close. That person, the bird, whatever you want to call it, lost someone close in their life, because I seen it, I felt the sadness, and that goose was going through some type of mourning. And sure enough, in the daytime when I went to that same place, the goose is still standing there. So say that when you take out the violence and you watch more positivity, it's growth from the inside going out. Number 6, to help heal the body, laughter. But here's the tricky part now, because I gotta mention, like, you can look at stand-up comedians, but say a lot of stand-up comedians, a lot of them jokes is degraded other people now. If you can find that fine touch of comedians just being funny about situations, whatever situation is, without them really going and digging down on individuals or any type of negativity like that, you could get a good laugh, higher up the vibration, higher up the sensation, to a way where you just feel good about yourself, and that's also healing the body. say in hospitals, people that are like going through terminal illnesses, when they're watching a type of comedy, whatever that comedy is, and they start laughing, they start feeling good about that. So actually in the atomic nervous system, it builds from in there, so it comes out in there, so, and a lot of the injuries that they have, it slows down and goes to a minimum. So knows that laughter, that is one that heals the body. And now number seven, the last but not least, when it comes to healing the body, is exercise. You know, some people are thinking, no, does the exercise actually hurt the body when you're doing it? No, and we'll explain why. There has a term, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that is true in the fact that you have to get some type of rhythm, some type of exercise in your body, whether it's walking, whether it's light jogging, whether it's any of them something there. Because when you don't use it, you don't lose it, but it withers away. Believe you me, especially when it comes to the legs there. A lot of people, and you notice that with a lot of the elderly people them, and that's why a lot of times I've seen in some commercials when they're trying to make a point and they're showing how people have fallen down and they can't get back up, etc., because they spend their entire lives just not working out, not exercising, whatever the case is, not becoming, not putting their vessel into the highest version of the vessel self, and through time it just degrade. That's why in the native tribes, them in the countries in the world where there's no type of social media type of in there, where it's just them, you know, so a lot of them live into their hundreds. But the reason why it's not in the Guinness Book of World Records or anything like that, because since they're isolated and since they really can't get a grasp of what the age is, they're not gonna rate that. But no, say there's a lot of native tribes there where people they're like in their hundreds and they look like they're in their 50s and 60s, and that's just for continuous the combination of stress-free happiness and continually being active. You can even add food consumption to that. So anyway, that's the 7 ways to heal the body. You know, say that everyone out there can do it if they try. It's not something that only some people can do. Every single person, you, and you at the back over there, some can do that. So no, say that when it comes to scoping the self, getting the mind right, getting the body right, getting the flesh right, getting the mental right, anyone out there again can do that. So right here, downtown Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If you're from the north, south, east, and west, everybody out there stay blessed, and more blessed. Like and share. And remember, let love guide you, not fear.
Choose the blue pill. Go to bed. Wake up. Have a blessed day. And let society control your reality. Take the red pill. Control your own reality. And now show you how to.